Hello everyone, this is Jennifer and I am here today with another pick a card video. I am trying to record this straight to YouTube even though it usually cuts out on me, so let's hope it doesn't. Today I am a Divine Feminine, Twin Flame, Alchemist, Shaman, Mystic, and Healer. I read tarot cards. I also am a medium and a channel. And I do theta healing, spirit release therapy. I do twin flame connection checks. And today I'm bringing you a pick a card about, I often channel the Divine Masculine Collective quite well. So I'm going to channel for the Divine Feminine, what is in the DM's heart today. And I have 3 piles and we'll just see what comes up. I haven't looked at the cards, but these are the cards that wanted to come out. They're all amethysts. I have a raw single point, a geode, and then this beautiful quartz cluster. And I want to say that I am on Instago if you would like me to do a twin flame connection check where I check what we call your ring and tell you what I find and tell you if you are currently connected to your twin flame, a soulmate, or karmic, and the health I see in the relationship, the status of the relationship. I can also do spirit release therapy, which is where I work with a collective of divine feminines, and we release all negative energies, attachments, along with some other aspects that are prohibiting you from fully loving yourself, which is what this journey is about. All right, so hopefully you've had enough time to think of the cards that you want and connect with their energy, and we're going to go ahead and get started. So 1, 2, 3. All right, in this pile we have the Adeptive Flames, so some beautiful wand energy. The 4 of Crystals, beautiful. And the Moon in reverse. Inner Temple, which for me lines up very well with this 4 of Crystals. Dance. I'm not going to read these in reverse. Turtle Spirit, slow and steady wins the race. Eagle Spirit. Spirit has your back. Time Out, which is a beautiful Grandmother Earth Spirit here. Trust. Courage. Oh, and Sensuality. That's so beautiful. That's one of my favorite cards. All right. All right. Okay, so I'm getting a very guarded energy off of these cards. There's quite a bit of protection in the form of both of you are protecting your hearts and protecting what I'm going to call the sensuality in your inner temple. That you're doing this dance with each other that is, it's kind of a push and pull and a back and forth. So you can see the moons in these cards almost line up right there. Isn't that so beautiful? So tomorrow we'll be having the 1010 portal. You can call it a portal or a gateway or whatever it is that you want. I just think this is so beautiful how this water is upside down and these moons align here through this portal, and you see these twins here push pulling in this dance. It's like a cosmic dance, right? So it's telling me that you two, and in the background here you can see there are waves very similar to these waves. They're of earth, but what it's telling me is that you're bringing your emotions down. They were hidden, they're coming to light, and they're coming into physical reality through these gateways. I will say the 1111 gateway, because here we see this symbol of 11, these two crystals. There's actually 4 crystals, so 1111. And to me, also, this cave is sort of looking like this inner temple. Tune into the portal of your heart. And I am getting very heavy heart protection walls. I am feeling a lot of red chakra, red root energy, a lot of passion, but also some purging, right? So the sacral has this sexuality, but for me, the root has the primal red energy, which also connects us with our roots and our stability, our grounding, our ancestors, our lineage. You can see the face right here in this card. That you are, your masculine does know that there is a certain amount of guidance from his ancestors that's coming through. And I see this again here, actually in both these cards. They're both kind of cards of guidance in a way. The turtle is one of the most ancient creatures. It does have an incredibly protective shell, but it also, at number 62, is an 8. And it says that, slow and steady wins the race. It is an animal that glides through the water, that guides you through your emotions to a certain degree. And then we have this very regal spirit animal that is wearing a crown and feathers and can see things from a much higher perspective in the air, things that we can't see in the water or on the earth. The eagle can see and can guide us. It knows what obstacles are coming forth. So what is in his heart? In his heart is you as a partner. You can see these two cards side by side, both with double images. Yes, they're all women. So it doesn't really matter what the genders are in either. I think if you are a twin flame, you know that at this point. We have 2 men up here. We have 4 women down here. And what's important to me is to see the repetition of the images in a mirrored fashion. He is coming to understand that there is a certain amount of mirroring happening in this connection. I don't think you two are really together at the moment, because there is just this, all the images are facing away from each other, and there is these very protective shells on most of these cards. He's coming to a point through this partial separation or separation where his trust and courage are beginning to be like a light in the darkness to him. And so I want you to understand that it has been an extremely beneficial darkness that he's gone through. There's been, do you see these little wisps of smoke? These wisps of smoke have been leading him from his solar plexus. He's robed in this divine purple color here this is Spirit leading him to develop himself in this time out, to develop his trust and his courage in himself. And I know you're not feeling it right now, but he's fearing the sensuality. It is a little bit overwhelming for him. And I'm not sure why that is, but he just doesn't feel like he may be able to live up to what he thinks you expect out of him. So he's feeling very back and forth in a certain aspect of how much can this relationship exist in the physical. It exists already inside of him, even though he has not talked about it yet. That time is coming, and he may have said some things to you to let you know that there is hope, because I'm seeing a lot of symbols of like a small light in the darkness, that there has been hope, or there will be hope soon, that there may be some words coming to let you know what has been hidden for so long. It's taking its time. He's taking his time for a lot of different reasons. And this trust and courage are slow growing like a big tree, right? But a big tree doesn't get blown over in the wind. A big tree lasts through hurricanes and any other thing that will come towards it. So these roots need to grow deep for him. So don't rush him. I hope that's helped you. I really enjoyed. That's a different kind of reading for me than I've ever done. It's a beautiful message that came through, and I hope you liked it. I feel a lot of passion and love in this file, and I think you will be hearing, even though he's a little bit slow, I think you'll be hearing some words from him soon. All right, we're going to move on to pile 2. I think that was this one. Pile 2, the Geo cluster. 9 of crystals. Gorgeous owl. Did that last collective. I got that last collective reading. Sage of crystals. Beautiful. All right. We've got a lot of this beautiful energy coming through. The 8 of cups. 8 of chalices. The age of light. Leap. Vulture. Chameleon. Mouse. Oh, such an interesting energy. Compassion. I am presence. Serenity. And you have compassion again. So a mirrored compassion. Very, very significant for this pile. It's a 10 card here. So we do have the 10-10 portal tomorrow. 10-10 gateway, 10-10 energy, whatever you want to call it. I will be doing, hopefully, a special 10-10 energy check-in tomorrow. So, wow, this pile is amazing. I'm getting such a high vibrating energy off of this pile. It's crazy. All right. I just want to tell you that I consider this one of the highest vibrating cards I have in all of my 40 decks of cards. It's Archangel Michael. It's the I Am Presence. And it is signifying a very, very profound spiritual being presence here in this pile. And I just want you to understand, if you aren't aware already, the very significant energy coming from your divine masculine that I just have like full body chills. Okay, he is an incredibly high level spiritual being. He or she, sorry, divine masculine. And that this compassionate energy that you two are bringing to the world is highly significant. So he wants you to know that you right now have one job, and that is to bring this to yourself in the most complete manner that you can possibly bring. Because, sorry, my timer, my phone's almost dying. You have a huge, huge mission in this world to bring this compassion to yourself and to others. And you're bringing it, you're ushering in this age of light. And it is time for you to take this. This is also a favorite card of mine. You see all the jewels coming off of it? It's also a highly, highly unique animal in terms of its physiology. So if there is something very special about you in any way that you feel different from anyone else, I just want you to know that that is a highly, that is a gift from spirit, in that you can help others understand and love themselves. If you have some sort of physical part of your body that is different or makes you stand out, or you're in a wheelchair, or whatever it is that you do on this earth here in your body. This card is, I'm getting this from his toes. Chameleons have set two toes like this, right? They're different than any other animal, and it is not by accident that you are the way you are. Even if it is a small seeming thing, there are other people in this world. Your DM wants you to know that this is part of your spiritual path. It's part of his too. You two mirror this image. If it is somehow you have a mental illness, you have a physical, I am sorry that I do not have the language to address this in the way that I want to. So this is a gift for me, because I want to be able to tell you this message without using words that will in any way offend anyone. So I think you understand what I'm saying, is that we're all unique and beautiful in our physical and mental, emotional bodies. Sometimes there are those among us that have truly been gifted with differences that make an experience an exceptional experience. And to see that in a high vibrating light, I will call it a blessing. And some people find it to be a challenge or a hindrance. And so part of this mission here that I'm feeling is that you bring this compassion energy, and you show the world that we are all truly equal, even though we are all different. We are all beautiful, and we all contribute to this serenity in our own way, that we don't need to have prejudice, we don't need to have judgment, we don't need to have the fears that we've had in the past, even if we are different in some way. And if there is a big difference there almost always is, in your union, in age, race, religion, gender, differences of things that people may judge, that may be part of the mission too, is that to bring this compassionate, beautiful energy. And I am seeing all females in this particular reading, maybe one male here, so that may be a part of it. You may be a female-female relationship where that's not something that you've been involved in before, or it could be any number of things. I can't even exhaust the possibilities, but just know that it is highly significant um, in this reading, and that it is part of your journey right now to completely accept yourself as your counterpart is on their journey right now, accepting themselves as they are, and go forth without expectations of them. Go forth in full love and appreciation of yourself, in completion of who you are and the love that you are, and know that as you do that, they are also doing that for themselves. All right? And also, I want Spirit saying, please meditate on what the word compassion actually means to you. Because it contains this word passion, and it will be your passion in life to bring compassion to earth. So please meditate on the meaning of that for you tomorrow on the 1010 energy, or whenever you watch this timeless video. Thank you. I appreciate it so much. Okay, pile 3. We have this beautiful quartz crystal. 2 cups. Oh, this is beautiful. 8 of crystals. Master of chalices in reverse. King of cups. Sisterhood of the Rose. Pleiades. Wasp spirit. I'm not gonna. Oh, Wasp spirit. Groundhog spirit. Sacred journey. Hope. Retreat. And maturity. Okay, so right off the first impression I get of these cards is that you guys are closer to union than the other 2 piles, closer to coming together. And there may be a big age difference, or you may just be older or have been going on this journey for longer than other piles. You are star seeds. Probably one of you or both of you has water in your chart pretty significantly. There is a tremendous amount of love in this connection. And you both have very, very strong missions. You're both quite strong people, and I think that you've been through enough cycles now on this journey, because you can see the repetition in the snake here. You see all the coils at the bottom. I feel like you've been through it enough times to know that you just have to keep going until you get into this part on this sacred journey. I do feel like there's been some pain, and you still have hope. And I do feel perhaps you are connected to other divine feminines or others, other support systems where you don't, when one of you retreats, it's not the end of the world. You still have hope, because your masculine right now is not in his king element. He's having a little bit of difficulties with his emotions right now, and it's not giving me a tremendous reason why. He's thinking about this offer. He's thinking about this physical offer, and it's causing a bit of issues. Sorry, I'm going to have to pull some more cards about where you two will end up together, where you two will actually live, and how, you know, he knows that you're a mystic, a teacher, a priestess, and he finds you so incredibly beautiful. He doesn't really understand right now how spirit is leading him. So you're being called to have a little bit of patience and resilience, and to be an inspiration to him from afar. He wants you to go ahead and become this version of this Two of Cups. He wants you to go ahead, and for some of you there is a possibility, I'm just getting this message, that your twin may be on the other side already. That's a very, very unusual message. I just want you to know it's only for a few of you, and if that is the case, just know that you two are just as much together as anyone else. He wants you to go ahead and become this. You can see the portal in the back, and just as in all the other three piles, the 10-10 portal energy coming in tomorrow is highly significant. It is leading up to the 11-11, and it is time now for you between 10-10 and 11-11 to go ahead and become your best self. To it keeps showing me like a makeover scene in a movie, like getting your hair blown out and getting new clothes, but that's not entirely what I'm talking about. And what it is that you need to love yourself all the way. It's time now to become this master, to step fully into your beauty, in your high priestess energy, and don't hold back anymore. Like, it's time to let go of the things that are stopping you. I will be doing a 10-10 special tomorrow, and I think that's part of what I'm going to talk about. So I hope this is a very, very clear message. I just want you to know is that stop waiting for him. Stop worrying about him. Stop thinking about him if you can. And by him, I mean a DM. Because he is doing his work. He is swimming through this